Trent Franks and represent the 2nd Congressional District of Arizona. And my reasons for supporting the English only or the English official language is simply because I believe that ultimately it brings us together. When my wife and I first met, she was able to speak English fairly well, but when she first came to America as an immigrant from the Philippines, she knew yes and no and what's your name. And the entire family would attest to the notion that one of the reasons that they all assimilated and advanced so effectively in American society is because they embraced the notion of learning to speak the English language proficiently as soon as they could. So I think that we really are serving our citizens, no matter where they're from, best when we all do everything that we can to have a common language. And that doesn't discriminate against anyone. In fact, the challenge, when we're talking about ballots and what languages we use, is that inevitably we can't cover all of them. So we have to leave someone out. And I think the only true and just way to do it is to say, well, we're going to present our ballots in one language and do everything that we can to help people understand what those things mean and be able to have a commonality. The best hope for people to advance and to embrace the American dream language-wise is to be able to be proficient in English. And we don't do people favors by creating disincentive to that end. I mean, we are the melting pot of the world, and we are the depot of freedom for this planet. And I believe in that with all of my heart, and I encourage everybody to learn as many languages as they want to. I mean, this is a good thing, and I hope people will maintain their connection to any culture that they come from so that they can bring into this melting pot the best they have. The question here is whether or not government should try to represent an English-speaking nation, which is our official language. This is who we are. If government should somehow try to be the arbiter of what languages we would print our official literature in, whether it's ballots or government material, and that really becomes a critical question. And it is one that I think the answer is easy. When we talk about e pluribus unum, out of many one, we're a diversified America. And the best way that we can become one is to embrace common principles in our Constitution and be able to communicate with each other effectively in one common national language. And we never have to be, frustrated at each other's differences. True tolerance is not pretending that we have no difference. True tolerance is being kind and decent to each other in spite of those differences and working together to come to common principles that will be best for everyone.